Partial methods allows partial definition of methods. One can split method definition across two partial class definitions. Method declaration is in one partial part of class and method implementation can be in other partial part of class. Here you can see in partial class customer, I have defined partial method calc rating. Key thing to note about this method is it is marked as partial, indicating that it is a partial method. You can also see here calc rating doesn't have any implementation here. You can see it is just one-liner declaration. Let us examine other part of partial class customer. Here you can see implementation of method calc rating. One needs to write code here. Also note partial keyword used here. So this is how the method definition is split into two parts: declaration and implementation. There are certain restrictions on partial methods. First, partial methods cannot return anything. You can see void here. Second restriction is partial methods are implicitly private. We cannot see a private keyword here. But once you define a method as partial, it is a private method. This means that once you declare a method as partial, then it is private and it cannot be called from outside. So, all restrictions of private method are applied to partial methods. You can see here I am calling partial method calc rating from method print customer. So, whenever print customer gets called, calc rating gets called indirectly. This is the only way in which partial method gets called. Another interesting aspect of partial methods is it is not mandatory to have implementation. You can just have declaration. So, you can just have declaration of calc rating and implementation need not be there. In this case, even if a call is made to partial method, without any implementation, nothing happens. So, no error is given. That's about partial methods. They are a bit restrictive, at the same time very interesting to use.